Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to kill the 3 daily bosses in the Kilmaresh Quest, Neferi the Spy, Sister Hetai, and Amenef the Burning. To access these bosses, you'll have to complete the first part of the Wanted mission, which is fairly simple, and the one last favor mission of the Fafnar's Wrath questline. Each of these bosses are fairly easy and could be killed somewhere from level 250 to 300. Neferi the Spy is easy to access as she is right by the boat, but Sister Hetai and Amenef the Burning are more dangerous to access for lower levels. It's a higher risk of dying on the way to the bosses than the bosses themselves. Starting at Issavi boat, head down the ladder into the building to the south. Go through the quest door, up the ladder, and you'll find the fire portal. Here, you'll find the first boss, Neferi the Spy. This boss isn't very difficult, but you'll have to be careful when sharpshooting like I did. You can run the boss over energy fields for additional damage. These will also keep the skeleton elite warrior away from you if she happens to summon one. The most damage you'll take during this fight is physical and death. Also, you can use your familiar during all these fights if you want the additional damage. Neferi the Spy takes 10% extra damage from ice, is neutral to all other damage types except for death, which she only takes 80% damage from. Once Neferi the Spy is defeated, we'll exit Issavi using the bridge to the north to find Sister Hetai. As soon as you exit the bridge, go down into the tomb to the west. As soon as you drop down into this tomb, there are cracks on the floor which you will drop down again to reach the catacombs where you will find the boss. There are 2 routes you can take to find this boss. Either to the east or west, there are 2 quest doors that you should have access to from the Fafnar's Wrath questline. If you take the path to the east, it can be difficult to make it by all the Sphinx and Crypt Warden without getting trapped. You may need to kill a few before running by, or you can check the west door. You will see, after the boss, I exited using this route as there were too many creatures blocking the east path. When fighting Sister Hetai, the strategy is similar to Neferi the Spy. You can run her over energy fields for additional damage, and mostly she does physical damage, though Sister Hetai does not summon any creatures. She takes 125% damage from ice, neutral to death, holy, and earth, and is slightly strong to physical, fire, and energy, the strongest being energy at 85% damage, so nothing major. Once Sister Hetai is defeated, we'll exit the catacombs using whichever direction you choose, then make your way to the south to find the final boss, Amenef the Burning. To get to this boss, you'll have to run far over the Issavi surface with manticores, goannas, and finally ogres. The run itself isn't too bad, but if you get trapped, it won't be good. You then go over the mountain to reach the pitfall to the ruins of Nur. If you've completed all the quests in the Kilmaresh quest line, you can use the boat shortcut, which is much quicker and safer. The boat is found to the west of Issavi after you come up from the catacombs from killing Sister Hetai. Take the boat, head to the east, to fall down the pitfall, and again, you're in the ruins of Nur. The ruins of Nur are filled with Gertabulu, so again, it'll be dangerous if you get trapped. Though, if you have the portal marked on your map, it's a fairly easy run. Just put on any protection equipment you have for physical, earth, and death if you're worried about dying. Once you enter the portal, you will find Amenef the Burning. Again, this is a simple boss fight with the path to the boss portal being the most difficult. Use energy fields for additional damage. He takes 120% damage from ice, neutral to other elements, except he only takes 90% damage from energy and 85% damage from fire. All of these bosses are in the Archfoe category, which means you get 100 boss points total for 60 kills. They can be killed every 20 hours. There's no benefit to assigning any of these bosses to your boss slot, as the only thing that will be affected is some NPC sellable loot. All 3 of these bosses have the ability to drop the 2 addon items for the Issavi Outfit, but unfortunately these won't be affected by the boss bonus. These items are Eye-Embroidered Veil and Tagralt-Inlaid Scabbard. If you add these bosses to your rotation, you'll gain 300 points total in the 60 days it takes to fully unlock them. Hopefully this video helps unlock these 3 bosses in your Bosstiary. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.